Hello, everyone. I'd like to talk to you today about the divine connection, the big being, God. There's so many different words to describe that creator being, and there's so many different ways to express that connection. Um, to me, it's about relationship. I've refrained from speaking much about a higher power or God in much of the articles that I've shared because it tends to become religious, and then it just becomes a tool, to me it seems, of division and offenses, and causes a lot of pain and suffering in the world around us. So I'd just like to stick to that personal part of it and leave for each and every one to decide what they believe in or don't believe in. That's not my point of this video. My point of this video is, for me personally, without that divine connection to the Creator, I wouldn't be able to function every day, to be honest with you. I feel things so intense and stressful at times. I feel like a little kid. I don't know what to do a lot of times, and I spend a lot of time in prayer and meditation. And I wrote an article called Surrender to the Divine today that I already published on my Facebook. Part of what I see in life, and every yoga teaching that I've read, Ayurveda, anything of the ancients, one of the first things that it says in each one, and the Yoga Sutras, I believe this, but I just keep getting it reaffirmed in every passage of every spiritual book that I read. And notice I didn't say religious book, I said spiritual book, divinity, divine. Each and every teacher and master says the same thing, that we have to surrender completely to the divine, to God. I've had some people in my life that have had real struggles with that. At the same time, for me personally, I don't see any way past it. I tried to run from years, and I could feel the divine creator calling me and desiring to commune with me and talk with me, and for me to understand the wisdom and depths of the eternal love. The thing that's kept me in that relationship for all these years is I've never found anyone or anything of this world or life that I felt the tenderness, compassion, and love from. I've never had anybody that I could turn to, no matter what was going on in my life, at any point in time. And, that, excuse me, that I tend to think of it more as my father. Maybe somebody else thinks the divine as a goddess. I know one of the things that's wrong in the world today, and there's too much masculine energy. For me, as a child, in my younger days, I had a lot of feminine energy. I'm very tender and gentle, and I had to learn how to be a man. But I looked at the examples around me, and I don't believe in a God of thunder and lightning bolts and dominance. I don't believe that a man should ever dominate a woman, but at the same time, I don't believe a woman should try to dominate a man. And that's what I'm saying about there's too much masculine energy in everything that we see around us and in relationships. And I'm going to do a video after this one about relationships. But in relationships, I see that one of the major factors that's wrong is one party or the other wanting to dominate, wanting to suppress the other one and be superior. And in the relationship that I have with the Creator and that intimacy, one of the things that I've always been taught through my relationship with the divine is to be gentle and to become more gentle. And then I had to learn how to be extremely gentle in a world that doesn't look at that as a strength, but rather a weakness. And I've had a lot of people try to abuse me and take advantage of it, that being so gentle that means I'm a doormat, and they're going to try to walk all over me. And I had to learn how to stand up for myself and say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to participate in this. Because the divine creator wants us to be strong, but he wants us to realize that the true strength is found in gentleness. And for me, I do refer to and talk to him as my father. I know some people find that offensive and say, well, that's being too masculine. But I'm not asking you to believe exactly as I do, and I'm asking you to allow me to believe what I believe. And this is where the religion comes in and becomes too forceful. It becomes too masculine, too dominant. and saying, if you don't believe the way I believe, then I'm not going to accept you. I'm going to exclude you, or you're not going to be a part of my world, or the big one today is, oh, you're going to perish in the flames of hell. And I can't say that to anyone. I don't believe that. The God that I've come to know is a God of tenderness and compassion. There is, I've found, a justice in life. There is, if we do negative things, then the negative karma comes back to us. I read recently that somebody believed that karma was everything that comes to us is good, and it teaches us a lesson, and we grow from it. I completely agree with that. Then the statement in the article was, but if we believe that we do negative things, it brings negative karma back to us. We do positive things, it brings positive karma back to us. They were saying that that was wrong. And I don't agree with that, because I know, we do. If we create positive karma and we continue to develop and take ourselves to that higher vibration, then we're just going to work and continue to create more and more positive. But if we're continually doing negative things, then it creates negative energy around us. It creates negative karma. So there's the balance in everything. But I really feel like every day I'm being asked to surrender more. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now in my own personal life. Finances are tough. I just lost a very dear friend in a relationship that I love beyond what words can describe. But you can't hang on to someone if they're not able to be in that same place with you. And so, I'm working to release. And as I've said in many articles, I left Texas to come to Hawaii. I knew to develop myself spiritually, to become more mature, and to prepare for what I feel is my destiny in life, and that's to go different places in the world and help people to open up to compassion on a deeper level. So in all of this, I feel this divine hand continually bringing me to a deeper place of stillness, a deeper place of purity. And in that purification process, that's painful. It doesn't always feel so good, because a lot of you have said, you emailing me and saying you're in a lot of physical pain, and well, a lot of that's negative energy that we need to let go of. So, anyway, just meditate on that. Without that surrender to the divine, then how do we truly grow? And for me, I know without feeling that I have somebody watching over me and protecting me and teaching me and taking care of me, and beyond knowing that with all of my heart and soul, this life would be so much more difficult. So I'd like to stop here and ask if you guys would just meditate on this. To me, it's that surrender to the divine, and then surrendering our selfishness, surrendering our ego, surrendering the things that keep us from becoming a part of humanity, to realize that we're all one family and we need each other. So with that, I'll say many blessings and namaste and aloha here. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.